The man who stands at a strange threshold should be cautious before he cross it, glance this way and that. Who knows beforehand what foes may sit awaiting him in the hall? Have 'em all, words of the High One. Chapter 1, The Night Wanderer. They said he emerged straight from the waves of the North Sea, and that their icy, furious expanse gave birth to him, conceived by the siren impregnated by the sea itself. They said he came from the wastelands of dread, where he was conceived as the byproduct of impure thoughts, thus different from the other shadows. Different because resembling human in every way. They gossiped he was the son of Hind, the god of warriors, born from a mortal woman during one of the gods' wanderings through the world in the guise of a vagabond. They supposed he was born from a lightning that struck Sikrana salty wind, daughter of the great sailor Stinginga Shouting Axe. She stood alone on the cliff during a storm, awaiting sight of the sails of her beloved ship on the horizon. Dying, she gave birth to the flames and the warrior. They said he appeared straight out of the night, riding on a horse as enormous as a dragon, with a hawk perched on his shoulder and a wolf running alongside. They said various nonsense. The reality was different. The truth is that he was spat out by stars. You have 15 minutes, explains Jofa, explains perhaps for the 10th time. I sit attached within the cocoon. My bizarre apparatus fills in all the lockers of the cabin. In the background, various technicians move around in their bright red uniforms. Some swears while plugging in the big thick cable. Orange alarm light flickers. Some device every while vomits dense streams of steam. I am not ready. I am not ready. Remember, you have to go away for at least a half kilometer and hide. Explosion won't be very loud. The capsule will evaporate, but you can get hit with a stone, tree chunks, or the like. There will be 2 shock waves. First the regular, from the boom, then the return one, about 3 seconds after the first. First roar of the siren. The arrogant female voice starts the countdown. For now, every 10 seconds from 600 down. I am not ready. Shortly they will fire me up and then go to the canteen. I've no idea how I could get tangled in this. Jofa adjusts the cables inside the capsule and furtively sticks the pack of tobacco into one of the lockers. How are you feeling? I hear the metallic voice of Novinkov in the headphones. Your pulse is rising. I have no idea why. I grind into the mouthpiece. Stupid quack. I feel like an ancient dead ruler, tied to the throne, which will soon burst in flames. Before me passes the mournful procession with the last gifts. I've already received a Swiss knife and a bottle of Palinka from some compatriot. All illegal. Artifacts. Anachronisms. The mission command did its best to ensure I won't have even a lighter. Funeral offerings. Only the whalers are missing. Why haven't they thought about the whalers? 500 seconds. I am not ready. How are you feeling? It's Deirdre this time, the strands of red hair hidden under the hood, her beautiful mouth shivering, in her eyes the glimmering of diamonds. So we have one whaler after all. Our brief acquaintance did not work out. My redhead Deirdre from Dreary, called also unjustly Londonderry by some, you knew well nothing will come out of this. Just a short war zone affair. I just raised the thumb. Cifral's not active yet. I cannot regulate my emotions and play the tough guy. And I do feel the sorrow as well, my redhead Deirdre from Dreary. But it's too late now to say anything. It's my own stack that's going to be set on fire. It's not like you can kiss me through the mask anyway. After all, it's you who is the real commando, Deirdre, a real Morse, corporal of the Marine Unit of Special Reconnaissance. I am just a civilian. Volunteer of the intelligence who just happened to pass the training. You are way tougher than me, and it will be me who will disappear on the throne in flames, and you will go to the canteen. I extend my hand. Deirdre claps me on my palm. It is like that with us. No time for scenes. And then someone dies without saying goodbye. The 8 did not come back. I only have to check out what has happened to them, most likely to identify the bodies. 2 years have passed. If they have somehow survived, I am to extract them or fix what they broke. And come back. I will come back, damn you all. 350. The cover of the capsule falls down with the screeching of servo mechanisms, convex as the beetle's carapace. I hear the locks clicking into position. Deirdre kisses the 17th layer of the glass of the viewfinder. The mark of the rusty brown lipstick remains on the shell-proof surface. A beautiful mouth of Deirdre marked on my sarcophagus like a clotted blood. A steely noise on the top of the capsule. A crack marking the mooring jaws locking on the docking port. All control screens explode with green and amber. Night Wanderer, control speaking. Starting the drop. How are you feeling, Drakkainen? Ready. You're on the transport rail already. We're moving to the dropping station. Understood. All the way control inquires me about the procedures and the statuses of various control screens, most likely just to keep me busy. It's not a prom, it's a drop capsule. I am just a cargo. I cannot influence anything. Start and landing will occur automatically. I have to keep my teeth tightly gritted on the mouthpiece and remember to breathe. If need be, think about Europe, relax the muscles and find some pleasure in it. That's all. Something like the pneumatic mail. How are you feeling, Nichasefni? Nichasefni, Night Wanderer. My code name, voiced in the guttural dialect of the people of the coast. Myself aside, perhaps 20 people know that language. I recognize the voice. It's Glacier, head of the mission, a friendly individual with the good-spirited, humanistic look of the philosophy professor of some renowned university. In reality, ruthless as a cobra devil, who tempted me into joining the program. Now feeling the duty to fare me well in person. That's bound to have a good impact on me. Like a cargo, boss. It will be like a roller coaster. You'll like it. The corridor through which my cocoon passes is illuminated with the fluorescent rings of light. Behind me, the consecutive bulkheads close. I wanted it myself. I don't see the stars. Neither do I see the globe, which will soon become my only world. When the dropping dock opens, everything worth watching is located underneath, straight below the capsule. I can only watch the wall, brightened every second with the orange light of the alarm lamp. Voice in the headphones. Control checking the last parameters. The arrogant bitch starts counting down every single second. What an atrocious voice. A sulking Valkyrie during the PMS. I hope I'll never meet her in person. Anything more to say? I'm innocent. The last sound of my world is the thud of the mooring jaws brushing over the capsule and the silence blast of the ignition. I am not ready. Next, there are no more sounds from the outside apart from those in headphones. I raise the cheerful, cowboy-like scream, and I fall. Such nonchalant behavior is a tradition. I am bold, tough, and indestructible. In reality, I do begin to like it. I can't see anything. Everything is whirling, stars blurred into zigzags. Though just for a second I spot the manta ray hanging on the sky like the broad tip of the Kabiric arrow, before it shrinks and turns into just another dot. Goodbye taxes, procedures, and regulations. Goodbye civilization, goodbye holidays, hot dogs, and hospitals. Goodbye Earth. Goodbye sweet Europe. Let your bull take you to hell. The end. And damn you all. I try to keep breathing normally, but I have the feeling that my guts try to squeeze through my throat. The skin on my face stretches out into grimaces and I'm going blind. I feel my blood escaping my feet, my legs going numb. On the triangular viewfinder, I can still notice the mark left by the beautiful mouth of Deirdre from Dreary. The bloody mark of the kiss remains until it is torn off by the flower of flame, which soon engulfs the capsule.